Hey guys, RichGonga bringing you some Starcraft 2 1v1 action. Looks like we'll be having HanTiming against DwyaneWade on the Shattered Temple. I literally just picked up this game as I was browsing around the chat channels. So always be on the lookout. If you see RichGonga in the chat channels, you want me to observe a game, cast it on YouTube, go ahead and send me an invite. In the top kind of right, more towards centerish side of the map will be HanTiming as the blue Protoss. All the way on the right side, mid-map, will be the red Terran, DwyaneWade. We do have several spectators watching this game, as I am as well. The Shattered Temple, one Xel'Naga in the middle. Definitely want to capture that. Good for vision, unless your opponent has air. Kind of have to go through the vision of that Xel'Naga unless they're real sneaky, want to walk all the way around. But at the same time, it's going to take much longer. We do have Pylon just finishing up for HanTiming, throwing down a gateway immediately after. We do have DwyaneWade, who probably saving up for his barracks, going to throw that down any second now. There it goes. And looking at these players' profiles, I believe HanTiming is Diamond, and I think DwyaneWade is Masters. I will have to follow up on that and let you guys know. We do have gas going down for HanTiming at 13 with another probe queued up, so that's pretty much a standard opener for toss. HanTiming sending his scout out. DwyaneWade not scouting just yet. He lost because he didn't have his Reen in its bunker to protect him. I do believe they played just before this, and that is what is going on down here. HanTiming going to completely scout wrong twice before he does find the right one. DwyaneWade touching the tower before he starts heading out himself. Cybernetics core about midway done for HanTiming. There's at 17 out of 18. Probably want to drop that pylon before he gets supply blocked. Do have a zealot on the way for HanTiming. He is going to find this. That Marine probably going to deny a little bit of scouting for HanTiming. But he is going to get in there just enough to see. I don't think he saw that. He did not see this expansion yet. Is he going to get out of there in time to see the expansion? He does spot the expansion. He does know his opponent is going to fast expand. Cybernetic is finished. 2 stalkers being chronoed out for HanTiming to deal with this scout. He doesn't want his opponent to know too much about what's going on. Going to chase this SCV all the way out. He is also checking for an expansion. Not going to find much as there isn't one yet. Bunker going down for DwyaneWade to defend this expansion. 2 Marines out. Another 2 on the way. We do have the mule out, throwing down 2 more barracks for DwyaneWade. HanTiming does not know that yet. He is supply capped at the minute. He definitely wants to change that. Second gas going down for HanTiming. Both players, we do have this Zealot going to claim this Xel'Naga. Possibly continue running. Nope, just going to claim the Xel'Naga. 3 racks coming up for DwyaneWade, who's transferring his SCVs over to the expansion. Morphing that into an orbital command. I mean, it looks like we are going to have some pressure out here. But this bunker filled with Marines going to be just fine to hold against these Stalkers and single Zealot. He's probably going to want to back out of that. We do have another Marine there. SCV's coming up to repair. Trying to pick off 1 Marine. Not doing too well. We do have a Twilight Council out for HanTiming. Going to be chronoing out a couple more probes. Looks like he is going to be throwing down something soon. Throwing down a Dark Shrine. We will be seeing some DTs coming up soon. We do have a proxy all the way down here for HanTiming. This is a good position. He can just barely, if he gets a little bit of vision, he can just barely warp in a couple units there. 3 bunkers going down for DwyaneWade, trying to deny this bunker right here. He is going to get the repair. Needs to be so careful. Cannot afford to lose these stalkers. But causing these SCVs to pull themselves away. We do have an engineering bay coming down from DwyaneWade. All three of these bunkers going to be filled soon. We do have a Marauder on the way as DwyaneWade is supply blocked. That's not where he wants to be. Not a good position. Second gateway going down for HanTiming along with a robotics bay. Looks like he is going to be throwing down his own expansion in a minute. And the expansion does go down. I don't think HanTiming knows that this proxy is here. He does not. Missile turret going down though. Was he able to spot? He does not know that there is in fact a dark shrine out. Probably just good practice to throw that down there as he does not want anything going on a little bit too sneaky. Expansion about a quarter of the way done for HanTiming, who does have a war prism out. I see where he is going with this. Excellent decision. He is going to be transferring all of his SCVs. That does look like a misclick. Not too good for DwyaneWade, throwing all of his SCVs down there. Maybe they just wanted to watch him make it because they were so fascinated at how he can literally drop something from nothing. Throwing down two more. Up here we do have a Dark Templar warping in. Second one warping in. Going to come down here and start slicing up some SCVs from DwyaneWade. He is going to pull those SCVs away towards that tower. It's exactly what he needs to do. I don't feel as though HanTiming knows that that turret is there. He does know the turret is there, so he's going to know not to go down there. These Dark Templars going to start sniping these supply depots. Sniping that SCV, so he can't indeed do too much about it. He's going to be supply capping him. This is almost finished. DwyaneWade does start a scan down. This Dark Templar is going to get away though. Throwing down another. Oh, he does have vision right here. He is throwing down another turret. But I do feel as though DwyaneWade almost has enough energy for another scan soon. He is about second away. He is going to throw down. He is in range. He needs to pull that DT back. He does pull it back. If we do take a look at the units lost tab though, heavily going to favor HanTiming at the time. He's lost only 850 resources to 1100 from DwyaneWade. Those DTs definitely paying for themselves. We do have turrets going down all over the place along with a bunker for DwyaneWade, I'm sorry. He's going to be preparing for any kind of DT play again. Two pylons going down for HanTiming, who does have his natural saturated up pretty decently. He's probably going to want to throw some gas down there. Throwing down a ton of pylons. Looks like we are going to be seeing Colossus relatively soon. We do have a small force moving out for HanTiming with an Immortal. The Immortal probably to deal with this Marauder right here. This proxy is still sitting here. Not a good position. I don't think Dwayne knows that it is down there. We do have the Immortal going to be walking out in front. Going to try and push up in the middle. Not a good position. Almost lost that Stalker. He did in fact lose one Stalker. So he is not going to be in here. But we do at the same time have a Dark Templar up at the top. Going to be taking out this Tech Lab. Running away as he does not want to get sniped. Going to be taking out these Marines. He does go down rather quickly. I didn't even notice that he had him in there. What kind of upgrades do we have so far? We have none for the Protoss, but we do have a +1 on the Terran, who's now working on his +1 armor. These two probes, I don't know what they're doing, but they decided that they're going to take a break, and they don't feel like mining anymore. We do have a Colossus on the way, as well as Zealot Legs. This Warp Prism hanging around, proving to be very useful from HanTiming, warping in those Dark Templars. We actually do have 3 gates out, be able to produce units off of, along with this Colossus who's going to be coming out. If we take a look at the units tab, worker counts almost identical, 48 for HanTiming, 46 for DwyaneWade. Dwayne probably wants to get a few more. I would feel as though he wants to get a few more workers out. We do have a Colossus on the field as these units are going to be moving out. Looks like we are going to see an engagement coming up soon, but his forces are split. Was he able to spot that coming up? He does see it coming up. He does in fact have a probe on the Xel'Naga. I feel as though he will be just fine with this Colossus here. Does he have the range upgrade completed? He is working on a range upgrade, not quite completed yet. DwyaneWade hanging out. That's Xel'Naga in the middle. We have Stimpak on the way for him. I did not realize that wasn't researched yet. He probably would want to get that research sooner. Zealots now in the main, going to be slicing these guys up, but that bunker is going to make short work of them. We do have DwyaneWade walking right up into his opponent's base. I don't think he sees that. He does see the Colossus, and he's going to back out of that as he realizes that Colossus is just going to rip all of his units to shreds. Cloaking on the way for DwyaneWade. Is this for the Banshees? I feel as though this is going to be for the Banshees. We do have Cloaked Banshees on the way. We also have Templar Archives on the way for HanTiming. Going to be seeing some High Templars taking down the rocks for a third expansion. We do also have 3 more gateways being produced. Another Colossus on the way. That will make a total of 3, but a couple of Vikings out for DwyaneWade should handle this Colossus just fine. I don't feel as though we have any kind of detection for HanTiming. We do not. I don't even feel as though he has a forge to throw down cannons. I don't see a forge on the field. It's probably something he wants to get eventually. Probably sooner rather than later. We do have that third Colossus making his way across the map towards the Xel'Naga to join his buddies. Zealot Legs is completed. We do have this War Prism making his way around here. Rally Point, not sure where that is set. Right here, probably gonna maybe expand soon. We do have HanTiming. Looks like we are gonna see an engagement here. This is so many Zealots. He only has 4 Stalkers. They're gonna have to deal with these Vikings. I don't think it's going to be enough, as these Vikings are probably gonna take down all these Colossus. But a couple of Archons out on the field for HanTiming. That's good position. These Archons mixed with the Stalkers should be able to take care of these Vikings. He needs to keep these Archons and these Stalkers alive at all costs. This is so many Zealots. He's going to start hacking away at those supply depots, sending the Archons in front. He needs to defend those Archons so heavily. We do have a stim going down, but a couple of medevacs should be able to take care of that. These Colossus just going to work on all these ground units, but these Vikings are just firing away on these Colossus. He needs back the Colossus out of there, back the Colossus out of there. What are you doing, back the Colossus out of there? He does, in fact, lose all this. So many probes. I don't know where they were going. We just have probe train going on. No big deal. Vikings making their way across the map. Oh, we do have a Banshee up here. That is why these probes were running around. They wanted to avoid that Banshee. We do have a lot of Zealots going to deal with these Vikings. Should they decide to land, they decide better of it. They're not going to land. Chrono in these warp gates. He needs to warp in a couple more Stalkers. We do have an engagement going on down here. This is so many Zealots. I don't see how he's going to be able to hold this off, though. He needs to warp in Zealots to take care of that, and that is the GG. No re. DwyaneWade and HanTiming 1v1, guys. Rich Ganja. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.